I like the idea that from the 20th to the 25th, isn't that a good time to bring forth a new exchange rate? Why? Because they've only used 20% of their budget all year. That's insane. What are you waiting for? New exchange rate. You say you're going to use the other 80% from the 20th to the 25th? What did you tell the citizens of Iraq is going to happen on the 1st of January 2024? They can't use any other currency. What are they going to use? Rocks to buy things with? Shoot, rocks are probably more valuable than the used toilet paper that you got right now. The 20th to 25th is logical, the 1st onward is logical. The United States have signed off on everything and threw the ball to the IMF. Now everything is in the hand of the IMF. The World Bank, Treasury, CBI, all met. This how it's going to go now. As soon as they delete all the dollars from Iraq, things going to change. IMF staff concludes staff visit with Iraq. They met with Iraq authorities in Amman, Jordan on the 17th to discuss recent economic developments. They are not worried fiscally about Iraq and things are coming along nicely. Quote, inflation has declined from its January peak and is projected to stabilize in the coming months, helped by the Central Bank of Iraq's, CBI, tighter monetary policy. Pass-through from the exchange rate revaluation, they are telling us what they are doing. Iraq links Baghdad U.S. Embassy attackers to security services. The attacks against U.S. forces have continued. The Iraqi government said several people who are alleged to have attacked the U.S. Embassy in Iraq last week have links to the country's security services. Everybody knows Iraq is about to go international and they're going to have a digital transformation. When they have this investment budget and they start spending, Iraq is going to be filthy rich with revenue streams from the electronic borders, agriculture, tourism, mining, sulfur, phosphates. They're going to have revenue like no other. There isn't anything else like it, in my lifetime, that I can see is going to trump Iraq. Don't forget, Iraq has a massive amount of hydrogen for clean energy. Nobody else is talking about it. The amount of money and revenue streams Iraq is going to have is almost incomprehensible. It really is intense on how much money these guys are going to make on a regular basis. I get it, there are people out there telling you it's going to happen overnight because they have an electric payment system. No, they're not going to change your exchange rate just because of the electronic payment system. The electronic payment system will help influence it once it's up and fully implemented, but it has nothing to do with being reinstated. It'll keep increasing in increments just like I said. Since October of last year, Iraq's federal elections, they have been setting the economic stage for the rate change. They're done setting the economic stage. They don't have any more economic steps to do. That's why they're finishing the very last step of removing and cleaning up corruption at the second half of the government, the provincial level. I said, depending on the amount dinar our group brings into you, can you work with us on the transaction fee or even eliminate it? He said, sorry, sir, we are not. The way Chase has got it established, they have it baked in. That was his exact words, baked in transaction fee into the rate. He can't change it. I said, so no matter what outlet, location or the amount of dinar? He said, that's right, it will not change. Frank, what was that fee did he say? Bank story man. He said around 4%. Frank, wow, I've always said a fair rate is anything like 1%, 2% or 3%.